Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy P Funk. Thinking right out here in my lab. What I do for you. I'm gonna take a break from the book because I got a concept that I came up with. Well, a student and disciple student concept. I was asked the question, why do we suffer? And I think back to my guru, guys I follow, my man Alan Watts and Carl Young. So everybody got a different perspective. But if you ask 10 gurus, 10 psychologists, and 10 Buddhist monks, they all will tell you the purpose why we suffer, the reason we suffer is because of our ignorance of of ourself. God. If you don't know him, you don't know Jack. So if you don't know you don't know him. Let's talk about it. Just a concept. Let's see how it work out. Rightisms, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's always a message in my stories for life. I give life lessons. You tune in and receiving them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission, and I'm on it, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinkers way of life through mental and spiritual discipline practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get there together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. That's what I do for you. It's rhetorical. But if you don't have the answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. Don't be them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous, avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can wake it up. I'm your spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers know thyself and to my yacht be true. All right, right thinkers. Again, P Funk philosophy on asking Q&A questions why we suffer. The answer is we suffer because we are ignorant of thyself. Thy is God. Self is you. When you become conscious of that fact, know thyself, then you become God-like. We suffer. We suffer from being ignorant of our higher self, aka God. Lack of self-knowledge has been a problem for us as a people for a long time now. I'm just trying to put my part in to help that problem because I know that's a major problem. And instead of complaining about the problem, no, I'm trying to do something about the problem. Okay, that's what I'm at. Okay, if you ain't trying to solve the problem, you are the problem. Simple. So knowing the problem, talking about the problem, ain't solving the problem. Doing something about it is solving it. That's where I'm at. If you into this, let's rock. That's what I do. But some of us suffer. And there's a bunch of different reasons. Everybody got a different purpose and reason to suffer, but it all comes back to what? Ignorance of what we desire. Okay, we suffer because of what it is we desire due to our ignorance, and we believe in all self-serving concepts. So you're gonna suffer every time you serving yourself. That's gonna come back and bite you in the tuchus. Every time you do something good and righteous for somebody else, that's gonna come back and reward you. See the difference? It's real simple, but we get bitten in the tuchus and do it again. What the hell? Moving on. That's why you suffer due to your ignorance and unwillingness to make the change necessary to stop the suffering. If doing this caused that, stop doing that. I tell the story. Doc, it hurt every time I do that. Doc said, okay, stop doing that. Make a lot of sense. But a lot of us suffer from what? Our ignorant actions. If you don't know what you're doing, you're going to make a mistake. If you don't know how to do what you're doing, you're going to make some mistakes. And a mistake is a one-time error where, okay, but you should learn from that mistake If you're doing it 2 or 3 times, it's no longer a mistake. It becomes a habit, routine, okay? And a lot of us suffer from that action, but the sad part is we don't learn from them. So we what? We doomed to repeat it again. Any lesson in life that's not learned will be repeated. That's the purpose of learning, to stop you from doing certain things. Suffering. We personally bring on our own suffering. Again, everybody got a different concept of why we suffer, and every one of them is right. Simple as that. Why? Ain't no wrong reason why you suffer. You just got to figure it out for yourself. Some of us suffer from our addictions. Drinking ain't good for you. I can't help it. If the doctor tell you, my man, you're going to drink or die, you got to stop drinking or die. Some people choose dying because they weak. Addiction, okay? No self-discipline. Weaknesses, and when you can't discipline yourself to hold yourself accountable, you're going to have problems. Okay, if you think life is just all about you, you're going to have problems. And suffering is the least of your problems. But we suffer from our addiction, doing the wrong things. Some people just can't do the right thing. They're not going to, everything my old man did was wrong. I mean, against the Lord, not above board. Everything he did was down here. Okay, that's the street stuff. I get it. I learned that lesson. All right, but that's all wrong. And without spiritual discipline to hold you accountable, you're going to commit more wrong actions due to your ignorance. Yeah, and you're going to suffer for it. You can't get around suffering for a bad action. That's the consequences of that action. If you want a blessing, do the right thing. You want to end suffering, start living right. Some of us suffer because of our, you ready? Another one, belief in the superstitions and not knowing the truth. So we hold ourselves accountable to believe what somebody tells us rather than find out for ourselves. Some people, I find out, would rather believe a lie than know the truth. I'm just saying, that's their choice. And they got the right to do that. I leave them alone. You should too. Moving on. We suffer from being ignorant of self. Without knowledge, mental suffering, we're going to keep repeating the cycle of what? Wrong actions. We ain't thinking right. Wrong thinking leads to wrong actions. In every wrong action, you're going to suffer the consequences. When you're mentally ignorant and you believe that you know, you definitely, you on the road to suffering. Trust me, you will suffer from what? Bad decision making. But you think you know, and you wonder why because you really ain't got this thing figured out yet. So you keep trying what you think and what you feel. However, again, emotions are bad leaders. So don't be led by emotion. And that ego, he's the worst leader. So you don't want to be led by him either. See where we're going with this? So right thinking philosophy will help you in this concept of mental suffering with what? With giving you self-knowledge. You have to acquire the knowledge and practice it and live by it. Righteous and virtuous living is the way to stop suffering. I only suffer from the things that I do wrong. You start cutting out the things you do wrong, you start ending what? Your suffering. You cause that. And not knowing yourself, you will do things that you will suffer from. Why? From identity ignorant, not knowing yourself. If you don't know you, how and what kind of person you are, who will? Moving on. That's another part of suffering from what? Lack of identity with who you are. Simple. If you're ignorant of your higher self, aka God, that means you're going to continue to do the things that you believe is right for you and do things that you're going to suffer until what? You figure out, wait a minute. Cause and effect is going to happen. When you start doing the right thing, you'll see the effect be different. And you keep doing the wrong thing, the effect is going to be the same. All right? You will suffer. Obtaining self-knowledge, aka practicing the spiritual truth, living by them daily, and that's the way for you to end your suffering on a day-to-day basis. Live and do the right thing. You start finding, the less interaction with toxic people, the less involvement in useless stuff brings you back to you. You ain't spread out all over the place and being a bunch of nonsense. Okay, I love a long time. All right. So, this is the big one. Physical suffering. It ain't always spiritual and mental. Physical is not taking care of your body. I work out daily for that purpose, to take care of that part. Take care of that part. I'm up every day in the gym. Why? Just to take care of the physicality of my physical body, to stay in shape, to keep it physically operating. I do, like my man 50, just a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. Every day. And according to him, a little bit of something is better than a whole lot of nothing. So every day I get a little bit of physical workout. Okay? Better than what? A whole lot of no workout. Just mentally thinking, no, that don't get it done. So I work out every day, in the gym. Why? To keep from suffering physically. My body needs to be like a well-oiled machine, able to function and do what it needs to do. And I know I'm getting older because the bouncing back of the physical body, man, I did my deck. When I got done, my whole body was like jelly. I'm like, what the hell? I was through booking. But I got the job done, but you pay for that. Again, suffering, physical suffering. If you do something you ain't in shape to do, you can do it. But then your muscles will let you know, okay, my man, you pay for that. For the next 2 or 3 days, I couldn't walk. If I had to run, I'm done. Why? Couldn't. Legs wouldn't move. Couldn't do that. So being there physical is important too. Now, if you're mentally in shape, that means you're working, thinking on stuff with knowledge, but not physically working out. You're doing it wrong. Why? Your body needs to go along with the ride. Mind, body, and soul. If you short any one of them, that's what's going to suffer. Your body has to be kept in good working condition. Not to just think, but to operate, to function daily. And to end the physical suffering, you need to be in physical condition. That's it. That's how you solve that one. Again, for every problem, there's a solution. You just got to put the solution in effect and solve the problem for yourself. My problem may not be yours. Yours definitely ain't mine. So you got to figure out your problem for yourself. And physical fitness is a must for what? Long life. Anybody who living long, they got physical fitness. No, my mom was. That's a little different. But everybody I know who's getting old in the 80s. I'm in the gym with an 80-something-year-old person. I respect the hell out of him. Why? He up every day just like me. He don't have to. That he want to. That's desire. And with those kind of desires fulfilled, you end the suffering. What? Physical body being broke down. He ain't broke down. Okay. So, fat and out of shape people don't live long. You ain't seen no old, fat, and obese old people. It's a fact. Why? The body can't handle when it ain't being operated in the proper way. So, if you suffer from being overweight, you can go on a diet and you can end that suffering. If you know that, then that's what you should do. If you don't do that, what you expect to happen? It's going to magically, no, it don't work that way. You got to put the effort in. If you want to lose weight, stop eating. If eating too much is the problem, come on, man, it can't be that hard. But again, that's that discipline. That's that willpower. Weak, disciplined people will fall victim to addictions real easy. Drinking, smoking, carousing, sleeping around, cheating, stealing, lying, whatever it is, they're going to continue to do that. That's who they are, and that's how they are. Once they get that way, leave them alone. You're not going to change them. You're going to teach an old dog new tricks. He ain't rolled over. He ain't going to play dead. He ain't got time for that nonsense. He going to do what he been doing. Him or her. Okay. But you end, and this is the perfect answer, you end your own suffering by gaining what? Self, your own knowledge. And live by it, and that's the way to end your personal suffering for yourself. With self-knowledge and practice of the philosophy, you will be living right, you will be eating right, you'll be treating people right, and your life will be what? Blessed. How could you get something wrong and you doing all the right things? You got the end result got to be good. But if you're doing wrong things, well, maybe he don't miss nothing. He don't make mistakes. Karma don't miss the mark. She give you just what you deserve. Moving on. Why? You in control of that too. You control your karma. Well, yeah. I used to suffer from fetters in my own life when I was ignorant of myself. I bought on all my nonsense. I didn't know that then, but until what? I got spiritual light and I started to realize, dude, you are your problem. And when I started cutting out all that stuff, wow. Yeah, oh man, yeah. Like, you're gonna lose some friends. Well, you're gonna lose people who consider you, but you're gonna start growing out of these people. Why? They're not gonna be able to hold you. Why? You're starting to grow spiritually and mentally, and everybody ain't growing like that. So be ready, okay? If you want to be alone, prepare yourself, because you're gonna spend a lot of time alone when you're bettering yourself. Self-improvement means you gotta walk that road alone. Okay? But it's gonna be 2 sets of footprints. What do I mean? I mean God walking with you. On the arduous road, he walks with those. On the broad road, he don't roll with them. He roll with the ones who chose that path that a lot of people won't. Okay, that's why. That's the difference. All right, here we go. That's what I know. And where we at? Righteous living daily will put an end to your daily suffering of things that was going wrong that you caused. Trust me. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Stop doing what's wrong. Just stop. If it ain't prospering you, if it ain't benefiting you, if it ain't good for somebody, stop doing those things. And you'll see a lot of things change. Yeah, I now no longer suffer physically or mentally or emotionally. Why? Because I have achieved self-knowledge, aka self-mastery. I know me, I run me, I control me, not outside entities. Knowledge of self does that. Know thyself. And when you have a daily workout schedule, that ends your suffering of the physical part of the body. I used to be sore, I used to get stiff. Now, body just keep going. Like the Toyota and Volkswagen. They built them cars to run. That's what the car's supposed to do. Not break down, have to constant maintenance. No, just run. The physical body, you take care of mind, body, and soul, cover every aspect. Just enough to keep it going. It will do just keep going. That's all. Moving on. And that meter on the car don't mean jack. Don't mean jack. It's the internal workings of the car that show you how long it's gonna run. Okay, moving on. All right. Physical body works the same way. The same way. You got to keep it tuned up. You got to keep it maintenance. You got to fast. You got to do things that's gonna help the body along the way. It just ain't gonna do its own thing. You yourself have to end your physical suffering. Simple as that. Self-effort by what? Starting your own personal daily workout routine. That's going to get you from being out of shape, obese, whatever it is, to in shape and where you want to be. But it's the work that you put in that's going to make that happen. I keep getting an example. 100 push-ups a day. I don't give a damn. 100 push-ups a day. Why? That'll help you. Okay? Get you those chests together a little bit. But it'll put you in a better position where you won't suffer. Okay, physically. Why? You doing something physically to take care of that problem of doing nothing. All right? I keep my body in good shape by following my dad's life advice. A little bit of something is better than a whole lot of nothing. Okay? I was told and shown that a little bit of knowledge is better than no knowledge. A lot of ignorance don't amount to any knowledge. Okay? It means nothing. Physical fitness should be a priority. And for the wise person, it is. Why? That's how they guarantee themselves long life, by keeping physically fit, walking, exercising, whatever it is that keep the body regulated. I like to listen to the Jamaicans. They got remedies that ain't all fancy. No, they got old school remedies. And if they're living to be 100 years, you might want to listen to them. Man, 72 years old. My dad 50, 62 years. His father 50. I'm hitting 70. I ain't Snow White. I'm doing something different. I got a different thing. He was gifted. He was born with all that. I ain't never seen my father work out no time in my life. Never seen him pick up a weight. Never seen him, none of that. He was diesel. He was, yeah. Popeye on, big fat. I don't know where he got it from. I ain't got none. So, again, some gifts God gave you. If you don't cultivate and use it, it means nothing. All right. Again, he didn't take care of it. Wait, he didn't have to. It was already just natural. He didn't cultivate it. But as far as I know, because I ain't seen it. He never been to the gym. I work out all the time. He never worked out with me. So he never lift weights together. I lift weights every day. You know what I do, but That wasn't his thing. Moving on. All right, wrapping it up. Again, appreciate you tuning in. Where we at? Physical fitness should be a part. Yeah, for the wise man. A wise man know that he needs to be physically fit. That's what makes a wise, fat, out of shape man. He ain't wise. No, he might have some knowledge. He ain't wise. Why? He ain't practicing what he teach. Moving on. I'm like a physical fitness guy. He trying to get you in shape, and he ain't in shape. Hell no. Sorry about that. My son's a physical fitness man. That guy is jacked. Jesus, man. That's what working out. Both my sons. I ain't like that. I just do a little bit. I ain't cock these. I ain't never been strong. I ain't never been no muscles. I never. When I came out of prison, I went 190 pounds. But I was jacked. I walk around, no chest out, no. I'm pumping out every day. I'm walking around like one of them guys. I said, man, I ain't no damn bodybuilder. But yeah, so I let that go and moved on. But I just do a little bit. Say 50 cents, just a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. All right, but it keeps me going. In my daily yoga practice, is for me an excellent way to end what? Both physical and mental suffering at one time. You kill two birds at one stone. I'm on my bike, I ride 5 miles, and the time I'm doing it, I'm reading and studying for my lessons. That's a win-win for me. See? I'm getting the physical and I'm getting the mental taken care of. It's a win-win, trust me. All right, so now at the end of taking it home, I appreciate you tuning in. I no longer suffer back pain. Since using my yoga stretching techniques, exercise daily, I get a daily massage. I got my thing going with the chair. So my body is being tended to, it's being massaged every day. Yeah, I feel good about that. So what? I'm there to take care of that so the body feels good. My mind is getting enlightened and I'm enjoying life at the highest level for me personally. So the views being down, yeah, but I got to figure it ain't about my views, ain't how many people view. It's about me getting my lessons in for those who do tune in. Those when I appreciate you. I'll be back with more. You know how I do. It's for you. And in closing, right thing, because may you all live to be 100. Me, 100 miles a day, and may you never suffer a day. I'll be back. Appreciate you tuning in. You know how I do.